They killed an actual giant in Afghanistan.
The hair of this being was red. The skin was pale, white. He said it had 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot. And the feet were wrapped in a very primitive canvas type wrapping. And he said he and the guys that were standing around the body were actually taking their boots and putting it up to the foot. And he said it was, twice as big as twice, 3 times bigger than everybody's boot. I mean, the feet were enormous. They're all putting their feet up to the foot. And he said this thing was solid as a rock. They were all kind of tapping it on the top. And he said it was like a brick. I mean, this thing was just like solid muscle. He said it could have been some rigor mortis or whatever, but I mean, it was apparent from what you could see of this dude that he was a brick house. So
how tall?
So the pallet was 9 feet long, and he's in the fetal position. So they estimated his size at 10 to 12 feet tall. They weighed the giant. They weighed this being because they had to weigh it. The loadmaster had to weigh it before they put it on the C-130. He weighed, the whole thing weighed, I think they told me, and I could be wrong, but I think it was 1,500 pounds. And then when you subtract all the dunnage and the pallet and whatever else, I know that the final weight was 1,100 pounds. The final weight was 11. And he told me for sure. He said that the weight was, this thing weighed 1,100 pounds. So you can imagine, let's say it was 12 feet tall, 1,100 pounds. Yeah. I mean, it's a massive, massive guy. And then, he was asking about the body, like, where'd you guys get this thing? And they told him that a group of guys got lost somewhere out in Afghanistan, that this group was out there. These military guys were out there doing something, recon or something like that. And they weren't reporting back in. They sent out another group to look for him. Another team went out to look for that first team. And when that team went out to look for that first team, and when that second team found them, they found them either at the mouth of a cave or in a cave. I can't remember where, but it was in the vicinity of a cave. And they were all dead. And this gigantic humanoid was eating on one of them.
This is an absolute true story. Members from this special force unit have gone on record and testified to this event, of course, with their identity hidden because they were told never to talk about this. In fact, there are people in the military around that time who heard these stories who have also testified to this event being real. Now you might ask, where did this giant come from? I've got one word for you: Genesis. The book of Genesis speaks about fallen angels impregnating human women, and they bred giants. These giants were known as Nephilim. They were huge in size, huge in stature, had more than 5 fingers, had more than 5 toes, and they were extremely strong, extremely fast. Humans thought they were gods. Now we know the flood of Noah talks about all